All right. While we're waiting, now this is a new class, as you probably have noticed. This is a new class. We're going to practice. I'm going to let you guys practice your stuff. So what I want you to do is in the chat box, go ahead. We're just going to go down the list. Go ahead and put, if you have something to practice, just put down you have something and we'll go down the list. And hopefully everyone will get a chance to do a little something today.
Okay, Donna, so I have made you host. John is going to assist you, and I'm going to be leaving.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah, so this class is fairly new, or I should say it's new today. It really is new. This came out of, some of you have been, most of you have been in the advanced Zoom class. This was brought up many times by different groups of people about having a chance to just try practicing sharing out or moving between documents, or maybe you just need your sound tested, or you just anything that has to do that you want to get over some jitters maybe about Zoom, that we let you have a chance to do that type of thing here. So I'm going to start my slide presentation. So this is the first session of Zoom host practice sessions. My name is Donna. I'm your guide. I was in the IT industry for over 30 years. I enjoy helping people get over their fears of learning technology. We are Get Set Up. We're seniors teaching seniors about technology. We also have social programming and all types of fun things to go take. Got to get that going there. Let me let the people, I think we still have some people in the waiting room, do we? Nope, I think we're done. All right. This session is being recorded. If you want to get a copy of the recording, you can do so by emailing help@getsetup.io. And we're not paid at all to promote Zoom. This is strictly for our own training. So today we're going to practice some Zoom things. I'm going to let you go ahead. We're going to be an audience to people. And you maybe, if you want to get critique on the background you're using, the lighting, your the audio, whatever issues you might have, we can let you know about it. So you can try out some of these, sharing out your screen, anything like that, and see how things. So you might be preparing for something that you have to host in Zoom, and you just want to get some jitters out. This is what this class is about. And I think some of you have been hosting. Does anybody have any projects that they have coming up?
Donna, we have a family meeting once a month, and I'm the host.
Oh, okay, great.
We have family in San Diego, Las Vegas, Saskatchewan, BC, Alberta, and I host the meeting.
Oh, that's nice. Anyone else? Yeah, Jeanette?
I have a circle of friends meeting that I've been hosting like every few weeks, and it's been kind of fun. There have been some glitches, and my church ladies meetings, I host those every 6 weeks.
Oh, great. Anyone else? Monique? Oh, you go ahead and unmute yourself, Monique.
Okay, I'm having a hard time sharing things with my granddaughter. So that's not, but I mean, knowing a little bit better and not having her help me all the time.
Yeah, it takes a little getting used to. That's for sure.
I know.
Getting into the flow of things.
Takes practice.
Marjorie, go ahead.
I belong to Toastmasters Club, and we're meeting on Zoom. So I want to learn how to host.
Okay, great. All right, so let's start with Phyllis. Phyllis, you have something. What would you like to do, Phyllis?
Sorry, I was hoping you wouldn't start with me. I got three things I want to share.
That's okay.
I host a weekly prayer group every Saturday morning. And I found it's better to have a PowerPoint and then we do a praise song on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and then I have my lesson. So I have 3 different screens that I need to go through. So
Okay.
I've
Are
been
you ready,
doing-
or should I go to the next person and come back to you? Are
I'm
you
ready. I'm going to pull
Okay.
up the PowerPoint. So first of all, what do I do so you can see it?
You're just gonna, you have the right to share out your screen, so
Okay,
you'll
so
be
now I'm
fine.
going to share it. Okay, let's see. See, that's the
And
first thing I have
and
to
what
do.
would you like to what would you like us to critique you on? Is it the flow?
Everything, the flow. Like
Everything?
even
Okay.
right now, I'm trying to find out. Okay, I got to open up my screen because I'm not seeing my.
And everyone else, go on mute. Everyone mute yourself, so it'll be quiet. And then
Okay,
we'll
it
let
says
Phyllis-
disabled though. Host has disabled screen sharing.
Oh, sorry. You know what?
That's okay.
They do that to me now. It's a default. It used to not be the default, but go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and you're not seeing anything yet, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to start out with the lesson, and I share that. So you're seeing that, right?
Yep. Word of faith.
So now that if I want to switch over, this is where I'm struggling. Do I have to stop the share, or can I just go back to my desktop?
All right. Did you share out just this document?
Just this one so far, yes.
All right. What you can try doing, go back to your share screen.
Okay.
You can select, if you hold down your control key, you can select multiple documents to share at once. You can try that.
Let me try that.
Or you can share out your entire screen and just move from one tab to the next.
I think that's easier. Now, how do you share the screen? Just hit screen, correct?
Yeah. In the left upper left corner, you just share out your whole screen, and then you can move from one to the other.
And
Otherwise, when you see that toolbar, you'll have to click new share to do another one. There you go.
Okay, so now you see something else. And if I want to share something else, I just go to what?
The next tab, because you're showing your whole screen right now. So you'll go to next tab of whatever you're sharing out.
See, that's where I'm struggling. I want to do the YouTube now, and
So
that's
you'll
on
go-
Chrome.
Yep, go to Chrome.
Okay. But I don't see what I'm trying to share. It's showing my lesson.
Yeah, so Chrome will be it'll be the browser, so you should look for it on your toolbar.
Yeah, I have the browser, but when I click the browser, I get this. I don't get the. Okay, let me try this. Okay, there you are. So that's
you
what I
found
do.
it?
I just share my desktop, and the tabs are at the top.
Right, yeah, they're at the top.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I have to remember. So screen share and then tabs from there.
Now, another thing to remember, since you mentioned YouTube, if you're going to be playing any sound when you click that share screen button, the lower left-hand corner, make sure you have that share the sound and share the video thing. Make sure you have those two checked in the left corner.
Yeah, I
so
found
the
that
sound
out.
will come through.
Yeah, I found that. Okay, so I think that's all I need. That's all I need to do, right?
Yep. You can try.
Okay.
You want to try it one more time, real quick, or you think you're good?
I think I'm good because I don't want to take up too much time since other people have to practice. So
No
I think
problem.
I'm good. Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and do stop share. There you go.
Okay.
All right. How about Felice? What do you have that you would like to try out?
I don't have anything in particular. I want to learn everything there is to know. So like if you want to do a trivia, I want to learn about polls, breakout rooms, how to play music. 'Cause I used YouTube yesterday to play music on here. So I guess that's the easiest way to do it. So I shared screen, which everything is trial and error that I'm doing. But my main thing, I'm going to listen to everybody because I'm going to learn from everyone.
Okay, no
but my
problem.
main thing personally is backgrounds. My backgrounds come out. Sometimes they look okay, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I know it's lighting thing, but I don't want to do the whole stage thing, so I know I have to work on that myself. So I'm just
We do have some classes that specifically are talking about backgrounds now that you could check out.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But basically I want to listen and hear what everyone else says and learn from everyone. Because I've done a little bit like Janet of all trades, master of none kind of thing. So
well, if you think of something towards the end that you would like to test, just, let us know. We'll come back to you.
Okay, great.
All right. Shirley, you mentioned making a breakout room. I can go over that. because unfortunately the host is the only one that can do the breakout room. Shirley, was there something specific about the breakout rooms? Are you there, Shirley?
I just had to mute. Can I do breakout rooms on an iPad?
Yeah, I mean, you're the host. You can do the breakout rooms. It'll show up on your toolbar.
On the iPad.
As long as you have if it shows up on your toolbar on your iPad, you should be able to do it. It'll be hard to do. I mean, it's hard to host on an iPad.
Like I'm on my PC this morning, so.
Yeah. Being on a laptop or PC is much easier to do. But if the button's there, it's going to let you do it. If the button's not there, that means Zoom does not allow the mobile app to do that feature. We can do it later on as we go. First, we'll go through the list and we can do a breakout room demonstration. If you'd like to see that, we can do that. Shirley, so we can do that a little later.
I'll wait till later, that's fine.
Okay, how about Marjorie? Was there something specific that you were looking to try out?
Nothing specific, I guess, just about anything. I haven't really done any hosting.
Well, did you want to try sharing out your screen? Just try doing something?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
that's part of it is just kind of, doing it. That's, So if you click
Okay.
on your share screen button, well, do you have something you can share? It can be a picture, it could be anything. It could just be Google Chrome opened up. It doesn't have to be a document or anything. You can
Okay,
just
let's-
open up a website or something.
Okay. I don't know.
You can just open up YouTube or whatever.
YouTube.
Yeah, open up YouTube. And then, let's say you wanted to share out a YouTube video, right? So you'd click on that green share screen button.
Okay.
And what comes up, you will see a box, right? You'll have a selection. You find the YouTube. Do you see it on the page, YouTube?
Okay, let's see where.
It's kind of tiny, but you should be able to see what looks like YouTube, all the little squares.
That one?
You see it, YouTube? Or if you
No.
need to, go back to YouTube and see what it looks like. It's just going to be a lot smaller when you get onto that share screen. So you might want to look and see what it looks like.
That little small one here?
Yeah, do you see it? Yeah, click on it and then click the share in the right-hand corner, and then it will share out that screen.
And then share. I don't even see share.
It's in the lower right. Oh, before you hit that share, if we're going to play like a YouTube video, on the lower left-hand side, you'll see, click on those two buttons in the left. It says share sound and optimize video.
Okay.
Click on those two, so we'll be able to hear the sound. And then you can hit the share button.
Can't even see those.
Oh, they're real tiny. They're in the lower left-hand corner. You'll see two little squares. It'll see share sound. That's okay. Just hit the share button. We'll just see we'll see if you have it, if you have the YouTube. So go ahead and click on the share.
And I've lost the share. Let me see. I've got it up. Share.
Okay. Yeah. Click share, and then there you go. There you go. You're sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sharing out.
Oh.
This is it's not YouTube, but it is one of the when you clicked on the meeting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, if you look above, you see all the tabs you have open. You could click on any of those, and we would be able to see it.
Oh, okay.
If you did the whole screen, I don't know. Did you do one? I think you did the whole screen.
Yeah.
And then You see there's a toolbar at the top. That's your toolbar. You'll
Mhm.
see where you can create a new share if you want to, if you can pause
Okay.
it. And there's a red stop share. If you want to just stop sharing, you can do that
Yeah,
too.
I see that.
And so we're seeing what we're seeing now is the open Zoom meetings, launch meetings screen. That's what we see.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
okay.
Little by little. You got, just
I need to learn a lot.
that's okay. That's what this class is about. It's just kind of getting over some of this fear of actually doing stuff in Zoom. Because all the other classes, we talk about how you do it. This class, you're doing it. We're going to try to get you guys comfortable with this. All right. Let's see. That was Marjorie. How about Jeanette?
Jeanette created a poll.
Mhm.
And people took the poll and then something happened. So do you have to immediately save the poll before you stop the meeting or it disappears? Because when I went back and looked at the files, it was gone or not there.
Was it when you clicked on the poll button? Was it there when were you able to launch the poll?
Yeah,
Were you
I was
to have
able to launch the poll and then I finished the meeting, and then when I went back and I looked at the files and I looked at the tape and who had registered, my poll was not there.
Oh yeah, the poll doesn't get, I don't think that gets recorded, but you can look at reports when you sign on to your Zoom account on that menu on the left side, there's a
Right.
report. And you can, let me show you. I'm going to share out my screen real
Because
quick.
I looked there and I saw the report of who had signed up, but I didn't
Right.
see my poll report. So I thought, well, maybe I needed to have stopped the polling.
Yeah, so
Or
you
in
can
the
only see the reports. You can only see the reports after the meeting. So you go under reports, and then you go under this usage. Oh,
Right.
actually, no, down here, the meeting. You can view registration reports and poll reports. However, the poll reporting is terrible. And just to warn you, so you can come in if there's any polling that's been done. You can find them here. Let me go into the
Yeah,
report
I
queue.
did it once and I had to format it, because it came in a crazy sort of Excel file. But the second time, I guess I didn't do it right after the meeting and then it was gone. So you can't do it the next day. Nope.
Yeah, if the meeting's gone,
See,
the poll will be gone because you know how the poll is attached to the meeting.
okay, so it's
Now-
back it up.
One way people have done this is if you have a meeting that has a poll attached, some
Right.
people have saved it as a template because that attached poll will
Oh.
get saved.
Okay, but not the results.
No, not the results. But if you want to keep that poll for later, you could save that meeting as a template so it doesn't go away on you.
But to get your poll results, you have to get it before you end the meeting or right after the meeting?
No, after. The poll results are after the meeting.
Okay,
Oh, well, actually, if you're actually doing the poll, of course, you see the results on the screen.
okay,
But you're talking about the reporting afterwards.
right. So you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
get that right away or else it's gone.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
know,
learned the
there's
hard
a-
way.
Yeah, people complain about that. The polling reporting is terrible in Zoom. They really need to fix that area. There are other sites you could use for
Okay.
polling.
All right.
Like there's one called WooClap.
WooClap?
WooClap, where you can build questions to ask your audience.
WooClap.
There's, of course, you could go to the quiz sites. There's Quizlet and Quizzes. I'm going to put these in the.
Oh, thank you, because I've
Yeah.
gotten pretty good on screen sharing. It's the poll because we try to do surveys, and
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, I was 1 out of 3. I botched 2 of them.
There's, there is SurveyMonkey. It's been around a long time. I mean, you can do a lot better, outside polls probably than what Zoom has.
Okay.
So there's WooClap. There's one here, which is it's called Quizzes. Quizzes.
Is-
It's where you can do quizzes.
Okay.
There's another one that's just called, I think it's just called Quizzes. And then there's Quizlet.
Okay.
and a million others probably. I don't know if hopefully I'm spelling these right. I can get you the links. I'll put it in the email at the end.
Oh, I thank you, because that's really what I've been. I practiced it and didn't. When I really needed to do it for the
Yeah.
biggest meeting, it didn't. I didn't save it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really going to do a lot of quizzes, you probably should just. There's a lot of stuff out there on the web that you could, and then you'll have a lot of information. It'll save the information. The reporting will all be in one place, and you don't
Thank
have to
you.
worry about the sporadicness that goes
Okay.
on.
Well,
All righty.
that's what
How do we start a
thank you.
poll? Go show us how to do a poll.
Oh, okay. I can do that at the end. We'll do a little. We can do a little polling. All right. So next person up on the docket, Barbara. Oh, you want to do breakout room, or do you have something else? Because we're going to do a breakout room demo in a little bit. We'll do one.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
The breakout room feature, is that available on a free account, or is that on
Yeah.
breakout room?
Yep. Free
and-
accounts can do breakout rooms. Polling is for licensed.
Thank you.
All right. And any other questions?
I'll give you a little hint.
Yeah.
It says that you can only have a meeting for 40 minutes.
Uh-huh.
All you need to do is go into that and you can change it to whatever you want, an hour, hour and a half.
Oh, into the account you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Monique, do you have a question or something you'd like to try out?
Yeah, I would like to try, but I mean, I have I've been using, first of all, I've been using the Zoom on my iPad, and I have a free account. So can we share all the information even on iPad? And because I have a hard time when I want to share something with my granddaughter. I'm going to try. I'm not sure, because I think that's my struggle.
Go ahead, try what you need to try.
Because the thing is, sometimes I don't remember, let's say like when you say here, on the sharing screen, we don't have the YouTube. It doesn't show.
Have it open. Open up YouTube, and then it will show up on the share screen.
Okay, but I mean, okay, but can we come do this later? Because I had something, sometime I had I think bookmark, and the thing I'm not so well.
Okay, I can come back. I can come back to you.
Yeah,
Monique.
right. So I just, well.
Oh, there you go. You're sharing.
See that?
Yep, camping adventure.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Because sometimes, but I mean, there are others, sometimes it's not working all the time. And sometimes I thought maybe, she doesn't want to do it. So she said that she can see it because I cannot.
That's one way to do it, huh? Just say, I can't see it.
And
no,
also,
we can see it. We're your witness. We're all your witnesses here. We can see it.
So can I just share some? I'm sorry, just because sometimes I don't remember where. Oh yeah, here it is. I had bookmarks, and when I come out to bookmarks, it's empty. It's blank.
Mm-hmm.
Can
you mean the
see
bookmark
that?
is blank? You're not sharing right. You're not sharing right now. You stop sharing.
Oh wow! How come? Oh, what did I do? Say share screen. Do I have to put screen and after, or do?
Yeah, you click on share screen and then select what you're going to share out. You'll either share out your entire screen. That's in the upper left.
That's why it's gets complicated when it say, screen broadcast, start broadcast. So that's when I am lost. Yeah,
so you can share out are you on the iPad right now? Is that what you're on?
Yes, right. So
yeah.
That's why it's not the same, because there's no toolbar or something.
Right. So you are, on mobiles, it's a little different because the mobiles will go to the gallery.
Sorry, just what do I have to do?
So you're trying
to waste all the time.
What are your choices? When you click on share screen, what is it asking you to do?
Screen, photo, iCloud Drive, Dropbox, Microsoft SharePoint, Google Drive, URL, bookmark, and whiteboard. And to be honest with you, there's so many things I don't know what they are.
Yeah, you could do the screen if you want to just share out your screen.
Yes.
And then at that point, anything you do, we will see you do. That would probably be the easiest. You could do I think you said URL. You could do if you have like YouTube or some type of URL you want to go to.
Okay. Okay. So that's because I have not explored everything, all the thing, and I think there's a lot of vocabulary, or like I'm not that computer literate. So, I mean, I have to work on this. But the thing is, if you're not on a Zoom, you cannot practice.
Yeah. So your best bet is to go to zoom.us and open an account, a free account. And then you can practice. You'll be able to practice.
Yeah, right.
These
But
things.
I mean, with whom can I share?
Right. Yeah. You'd have to bring in a friend or someone to share, and then go
can
through
you do it? Can you? I mean, sorry. Can you do it or practice from your phone on your iPad and something?
Yeah, you can try that.
Both of them with the same account.
Well, actually, I think on the free account, I don't know. I don't think they let you do that on the free account.
Okay,
Does anyone
right. So
has anyone tried that?
May I interject?
Yeah.
Yes. I used another computer, and I started a meeting, and I sent it to my email. Then on the other computer, I opened it on the email, so I was able to see two different screens.
And you have a free account?
Yes, I have a free account.
Okay, good, because they changed that.
Right.
It used to be the free accounts didn't do that. So yeah, you can do it. So you can have your phone join or whatever you have in the house join.
I think what I need is a lot of practice and try things that not in front of because we have limited time together. So if I spend 20 minutes practicing and to do nothing, so thank you very much.
The breakout room might be difficult because there's only one or two people.
Well,
So
yeah, you'll have to,
minimum.
well, for instance, your Kindle device, if you have a Kindle Fire, that's a tablet that can join also.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right, then how about John? Oh, wait a minute, John, sorry, you get set up, John? Sorry. All right, Shirley. Oh, you are also talking about the breakout rooms. Yes. So we'll do a breakout room demonstration in a little bit. Let's see, who else is in here? Is that everyone so far? Did I just
start the poll though?
And the polling. So the breakout rooms and polling is what people would like to do a demonstration on. Okay. All right, we'll do that. Did I miss anyone? I know Phyllis, you said come back to you. Phyllis, do you was it Phyllis or Felice who was debating on what they wanted to do?
Oh, no, I said I wanted everything, so it doesn't matter. I'm free for all.
All right.
I'm game for anything.
No problem.
I just want to learn.
All righty. So why don't we do a demonstration of breakout rooms? So I'm going to share out my screen. And you should see my toolbar. Can you see my toolbar here? You can see me moving around. All right. So I'm going to click on the button that says breakout rooms. Now you do have to go into your settings. If you have a fresh brand new account, it's turned off. So you will have to go into your settings and turn on breakout rooms, and they do work with free accounts. So I'm going to click on this breakout room button, and we're going to see this screen where it says so far 1 breakout room, 14 people in the room. That's a little too much. I'm going to put in 1 more breakout room, and down here it's very light, but it says 7 participants per room. Let's do 1 more. 4 to 5, that's a good number. You can have Zoom assign it automatically, meaning it's just going to put everyone in the breakout room and it just does it instantly. The minute I hit create, it's going to do it. You could assign manually if for some reason you want to put certain people in different rooms. You can, of course, do that. And you can let participants choose the room. This has been widely used for conferences since the pandemic this past year. People have done online conferences. This is where you could have, maybe you have a speaker in each breakout room, and then people could move from one breakout room to the next at their own will.
Now, I have a question about that.
Yep.
Do you have the rooms named beforehand if you're
Yes,
going to
yeah.
let them? And
Yeah.
okay.
Give them a name so they know where they're going. Yeah. And or if you're a teacher, you could have a math room, a science room. If you have a different TAs that are teaching,
And
you
so
could do that too.
do I do that on the create thing? I guess I need to practice that because I
Yeah. You do the let participants choose the room. We
And
can do that. We can do that right now.
Yeah, and if you can and have the names, how do you assign the names of the rooms? That's okay.
Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to test this out. I'm going to hit create.
Okay.
So I created 3 rooms.
Ah, okay.
So this is what it looks like. So I can assign people like this. It's going to be a manual assignment. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back though. Let me go back here because I think it might be easier to have them just assign the rooms for me. But yeah, people will get to choose what they want and then they can move around. When you look at these rooms, you can rename them.
Oh, that's where you do it.
Yeah, you just hover over the top and you can delete, let's say you decide you have too many rooms, you can delete it. Under individual names, I can move people. I can click on the move and I can move someone to a different room. I can also hover over a name and exchange. It's good for teachers. You have 2 troublemakers in a room. You can, split them up a little bit. So you can move around. So you can, some people are playing games with their families. They do breakout rooms and you can get pretty involved with it.
And I can do that like on your screen, it's like open all rooms. So I can do it before the breakout starts.
Right. When I click open all rooms, that starts it.
Okay, got it. I messed that up once too.
And like recreate brings you back to that all over. You can start all over. You can add a room, just add 1 room. If you want to if you want to balance it out, you can do that.
Okay.
If I click under options, I can choose this, allow participants to choose the room, which you guys can try doing that if you'd like. Oh, actually, the allowing participants to choose the room does take, let me get my notes here. There is a level. This is where people kind of mess up.
Yeah.
You have to have 5.3.0 to self-select rooms. So I'm going to uncheck this because I'm not sure everyone's going to have that. So be aware of that for the Zoom client, 5.3.0 and above. If you're going to do an event where you're going to be choosing the rooms, then you have to make sure everyone is at that level. Allow participants to return to the main session anytime. This depends on what you're doing. If you have young kids, maybe you could have it so that they can come back. I mean, sometimes you don't want the people coming back to the main room. Really just depends on what you're doing with your Zoom sessions. If anyone loses their internet connection, by the way, they're going to be back in the main session, in the main room. So don't start when you're a host and you send everyone off to the breakout rooms. Don't start joining the rooms. Wait a few seconds to see if someone pops back. If they have a sudden internet problem, they're going to end up back in that main screen. So you can just go and usually what I do when it happens, I just put them back into the room and usually it works out fine after that. Unless they're having a real big internet issue, then they'll be kind of popping back and forth. You can automatically move all assigned participants into breakout rooms. This is a great feature. Used to have to click an extra link to get into the breakout rooms. If you have this turned on, they don't have to do that anymore. They just go right into the rooms. Breakout rooms, you can put in how long you want the breakout rooms to last. There's a little notify me when time is up. If you have a long breakout room, you can put that in so you get a little notification. It's a good idea to have the countdown after closing the breakout rooms because it can be a little abrupt when those breakout rooms end. And some people complain about that. It's like, and that's how you stop that from happening. Do the countdown after closing because this will give them a clear message that you have 30 seconds left and they can close out what they're doing, wrap up their discussion. You can give them up to 120 seconds if you want. So you can judge that by what you're doing with the breakout room. All right, questions about that? Anyone? All right. We can do a quick breakout room. We can do a 5-minute one if you just want to go in there. I can try checking the allow participants to choose a room if any of you want to try it out to see if it will let you do it. Well, we can give it a shot. See what happens. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open the rooms. You can just say hi to the people in the breakout room with you. Introduce yourself. Let them know where you're from. Any hosting projects that you're doing. And then this again will be for 5 minutes, and then I will see you back here. So when I click on the open all rooms, you'll go into the hopefully, hopefully you'll go into the breakout rooms. All righty.
Donna, how do you select facilitators in a room?
It could just be having that person, just letting them know that they are the facilitator. I mean, they could be a co-host if you want to make them a co-host, but a lot of times they don't really need to do anything. They're just going to be maybe speaking or something like that. They don't really need to have any Zoom control. Everyone in the breakout rooms can share out their screen. They can do the whiteboard. You can hit the record button. Any of the features that you had in the regular, the main session, you will have that in the breakout room. So it really depends on the settings that you have set in your Zoom account too, that will factor in. If you work for a school district or something like that, there's probably an admin who is determining what you can or can't do with your Zoom account also. All right, so I'm gonna hit open all rooms. We'll see if I screwed up by clicking the allow participants to choose the room. We'll see what happens. All right, I will see you back in 5 minutes. Hi, iPhone 25908. Hello. I'm going to put you into one of these rooms. I'm going to assign you to room 3.
Okay. Sorry, I joined late. Is there any way I'll be able to get notes from what I missed?
Yes, you can ask for the recording.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I'll put you in room 3.
That was fun.
Oh, you guys made good use of that moving from room to room. It's like someone yelled fire in one of those rooms and you guys were gone.
You're being transported.
I looked at the breakout rooms and I'm like, the room number 2 had half of the class in there. Well, that sounds like that was a lot of fun. You guys had a good time with that.
Yeah.
So that is, it's a nice feature to let people, like again, we were talking about conferences and stuff have started doing these where people can move from one room to the other. You have different speakers. You could set up different things at your church if you wanted to do something, or you can think of creative ways to do it. Or if you're doing a big game night, one game could be in one room, another game could be in another room. You could have different games. If you want to do like a big game night with some group you belong with, you could do something like that.
Now, did you set it up so that we were automatically muted as we went into the room? I like that, so that if you pause for a moment, or is that?
Yeah, Zoom does that, and it might be a setting, could possibly be a setting too. I haven't looked for it.
But that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing with the annotate feature, and can more than one person share, or is it one at a time only?
Yeah, sharing is always one person at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the annotation is multiple. Everyone can be doing annotation at the same time.
So there's no way to set, because Gail and I were talking about it. There's no way to share, like when you, the host, set it up. There's no way for everyone to share in the room.
Well, by default, everyone has access to share, but only one at a time can share.
Oh, one at a time.
Oh,
Okay.
One at a time. But everyone normally can share.
You can annotate all together.
Right, and you can annotate all together.
Okay,
good.
Okay, can you explain why we couldn't bring up the annotate when we shared the whiteboard?
Oh, you know what? Let me get some noise. Let me. I think that was Marjorie. I think Get Setup's messing with me because they have. I think now share the annotation and the share screen, and by default is off in the classes. So I should have turned that back on for you. I didn't think of that, but they just recently changed those settings on me. It's always been on. So normally they would be on your, probably on one of your accounts.
Yeah, it was my understanding on normal circumstances that if you share your screen, you should have the view option.
Right.
And then
I think recently they just disabled it across the board on accounts. So I have to remember to turn that on, just like the share screen. All right. So, and Teresa was on the iPhone. She was asking, how do you move to different rooms? Well, I guess I can ask all of you because you were moving like hot potatoes. Anyone want to let Teresa know what you saw when you went? How do you move?
On the lower bottom on the right-hand side, there was a blue bar that said leave room. So you clicked on that, it put you back into the main room, and then you could choose another room, and it said, do you want to do that? And you go, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I think, you got your video working. So Diana, I think you might want to, you were the only person that wasn't able to leave the main room. And I think you need to update your Zoom app because it has to be at least 5.30, 5.3.0. So I think that's why you didn't go. So update your app.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So another thing that came up was polling. People wanted to do a poll. So let's do a quick poll so you can see what this is all about. I'm going to share out my screen so you can see my toolbar. So I have a poll button. Again, polling is only for licensed accounts. So I'm going to click on poll. I don't have any poll created. If I did, it would be listed here. And I could select any poll that I have listed. There's an edit button too where you can edit. I'm just going to click on and add a question. Now it's bringing, you see my screens are changing. It's bringing me over to my Zoom account. So I have to go back over here and I get the poll form here. You can make it anonymous if you want to. If you have sensitive information you're polling people about. Again, like we discussed earlier, the poll reporting is terrible in Zoom, so don't get your hopes up too high on that part. But you can make polls anonymous. So I can give a title for this poll. We got Easter coming up. How about people's favorite Easter side dishes? It's gonna make me hungry. Favorite Easter side dishes. I'm gonna stick this in the question. All right, what are some of your side dishes you like?
Deviled eggs.
Ooh, yes. Oh, wait a minute. I just put it in the wrong place. All right. Put it down in the answers.
I'm gonna go with fattening. I like candied yams, sweet potatoes.
All right.
There you go.
Yes.
What I'm making.
There, that's right. What else?
Oh, who
What
said they
else
were making it? I gotta go to your house.
Yeah, I know. We gotta take names
I
now.
hate cooking. Oh, Verna
How
likes to
about
cook.
green beans?
Green
Oh, yeah,
beans.
that's
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Potato salad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yep. All right, I've got some cheese sticking. Mac and cheese.
Mhm.
And someone said mac salad, which is
Ooh.
also good.
Okay, who's gonna bring the meat? Who's gonna bring the meat?
We can have the meat as a side dish too. We can put in ham.
I don't want this. I want meat now.
Yeah.
I'm hungry
I'm getting
now.
hungry.
Oh my God. So now when you have the polls, I can make it single choice or multiple. What would you like to do?
Multiple.
Multiple choice.
Multiple?
Yes.
I can add more questions if I want to. When I hit save, this will be saved for this meeting.
Mhm.
I hit save. I'm going to go back over to my Zoom screen. And then I'm going to click on polls. And now I can see the poll. And you should be able to see it. I haven't launched it yet. I can edit it if I want to make changes. So I'm going to click on launch so you guys can go ahead and do your voting. I'm going to move my screen over. Hopefully it's out of your way. On the host side, I can see how many people have voted, the percentage. I can see what all the different how much you guys are voting on, what you're hungry for right now.
Everything.
Everything's looking good right now. I know it's lunchtime for me, so it's all
I haven't
looking
eaten
good.
lunch either. I went grocery shopping, and
Yeah.
when I came in, I had to rush and take a shower. But when I go out, I always take a shower. But I took a shower, came back in time for class, so I haven't eaten. My stomach is growling.
Oh,
I'm sipping on this water, but it's not helping.
so we have 12 of 14. There's 2 people that haven't voted. I know John can't vote because he's a co-host. By the way, co-hosts can't vote in polls. There's one other person. And we'll give it a couple more seconds, and then I have an end polling button on my screen. So I'm going to hit that right now.
Donna, I have a question.
Yeah.
You stated that co-hosts cannot vote in polls. Can
Right.
the host vote in polls?
No, I don't have any access to the voting.
Cannot vote in the poll.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to end polling so you can see what I see on my side. I've got the results. Candied yams. Boy, people are onto that.
Fun.
I can share the results out. I can relaunch the polling. This is a new button that showed up where you can download it. This just showed up in the past week. You know, Zoom is always updating. So this just showed up where you can download it. All right, so I can share the results. I'm going to hit my share results button. Now you see it. You're going to see the results. I'm moving my screen to the left to get out of your way, hopefully. I have a stop share results button down at the bottom here and a relaunch polling button if I want to do that. I can do that. So I'm going to stop. So definitely yams. Yams got it. And then green beans and potato salad.
Yeah.
Close second.
Mhm. Mhm.
Not too many people into the mac salad.
Nah.
That one did not do well. Oh, ham did quite well too. even though it's not really a side dish, but some people made it that way.
You need the meat. You need the meat.
So I'm going to stop sharing. So that's polling, a demonstration of polling, doing polls. And again, if you really want to do reporting and that's the kind of stuff, you might want to look at other websites that have it. The only thing is you will have to give people in your Zoom session a link in the chat for them to click on to get to the polls outside. So that would just be, that's the one thing. You'd have to do that, but, it's up to you on how important the polling is.
I have another question, Donna.
Okay, available on a paid account?
Polling is only on paid accounts, yes. So if you have a free account, you'd have to go to SurveyMonkey or one of these others. I'll put some links in the at the email at the end, so you can take a look at some alternatives to the polling.
Okay. You stated that you needed a 5.3.0.
5.3.0, which magically all of you had, except for the iPhone. The iPhone didn't. 5.3.0. I mean,
guess what is that called? Those numbers?
Zoom. Oh, that's the Zoom version. 5.3.0. That's the Zoom level. So you have to have that or higher to be able to move. But I think Zoom is up. We're at the 4s, aren't we? 5.4 something. So as time moves on, that's going to become a very old version. So you won't have to worry about it. People will be able to move in between the rooms quite easily. So out of this whole group, we only had one person who needs to update her app. So that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to look in the chat here.
But how did you know that? So that if you're the host and somebody's not going into a room, was there something that you saw that said person XYZ couldn't go?
Well, her square was still there.
Okay.
And in the breakout rooms, when you're looking at the rooms, above it will say unassigned. And she was in the unassigned. So at that point, I figured she probably has a lower version. So what I did was I manually moved her to the, one of the rooms that had fewer people. I just moved her into one of those rooms. All right. So that's, we're towards the end of this class. This is a new class, so I need feedback. So, make sure if you enjoyed this little session where we're just working through things, let them know. I do have one last, was it good? I have one last thing I want to share with you. Jamboard.
Oh, yeah.
Google Jamboard is that if anyone uses it, you can it's collaborative. You can have other people move figures that are on your Jamboard. Like these are the little, they call them Post-its. But you could have little questions and people could move they could move the answers. So you could make a puzzle and people can put the puzzles, put it together with using Jamboard. Another thing you can do, and this is very cool. If you've got an image of a board game, you can play a board game. They can move the little circles around the board and you can play a board game. So Jamboard has some really cool features if you're looking for some interesting tools in your hosting.
We have a question. I came across something. I was playing around with it. There is a Wheel of Fortune. Have you seen that?
Oh no.
Yes, it's a Wheel of Fortune. A guy created it. I saw it on YouTube. He created it for Zoom. I was going to talk to you, hint, Donna, about having a game of Wheel of Fortune.
Do you have the link? Send me the link.
I'll pull it up. I'll get it. And how can I get it to you? Donna
Donna at getsetup.io. Yeah. Go ahead and send it to me because good. Yeah, if you have any ideas, send them to me. We will be playing them. I will be playing them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we like to play some games. We do have brain games, by the way, this afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank you for attending today. We have other classes like how to look like a superstar on Zoom. You can check that out. Running virtual events for fun and profit is another one. Of course, a lot of you have taken the advanced Zoom class where we do talk about the polling and breakout rooms and other things for hosts. And of course, how to schedule and host Zoom meetings, talking about scheduling and inviting people into meetings. You will get the feedback. Please do feedback. This is a brand new class to let people know, whether you liked it or not. And if you have any other new class ideas, go ahead and submit them. And if our website did change quite a bit in the past couple of weeks. If you would like to learn more, Marv has a class, tips and tricks on navigating Get Setup's new look. You can learn all about the new website. We have a TV feature and all types of things on that site. So you can check that out. So it was fun today. I enjoyed this. I hope you liked it.
This was really helpful.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Good. All right.
I'm going to practice.
Yeah, it's all about practicing. That's for sure. All right, then thank you everyone for helping each other.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.